All right, hello, and welcome in to our stream here this afternoon. CBFA Selects taking on the Vegas Junior Minors. We're about 20 minutes delayed from our initial kickoff point, but we haven't missed anything yet, as we're still waiting for the coin toss and all the action here this evening. Welcome in to all of our viewers back home in Calgary and surrounding area for game number 3, the U14 or the 14U Championship Final. Because we do have a slight roster change today. We have number 68, Eric Joels, wearing number 77. And CBFA Selects will be wearing their red jerseys with white trim. Hello, and welcome everybody. Welcome in. I see you in the chat. Sorry for the delay. We had a game before us that went a tad long, but we're here. We are live. Do not forget out on you. Still a few moments away from kickoff. Again, a pretty calm evening wind-wise here in Las Vegas, and of course also not cold and snowy. Officials are across the field talking to our opponents. So we're still a little bit delayed in our kickoff time. Hello and welcome in everybody. Hope your Saturday is going well. If you have any questions or anything throughout the game, let me know. I do read the chat and do occasionally answer to it. Love seeing the chat and everybody talking throughout our game, and of course cheering on our CBFA Selects. No, just making sure you guys are ready. I think we're probably going to get a 4:30 start, I'm assuming. Which isn't ideal. I have no idea what's happening right now. They have very small numbers. The junior minors. The bench looking a lot smaller. I think they're going to have a lot of two-way players throughout this game. Jeez, 18 players according to our official Tim, who is helping me run the camera. It has been for the last couple days. A big thank you to Tim. Made my life so much easier. Ben, you want to say anything to fill our airtime? Ben shook his head no for all of our, our watchers back home. So Vegas will receive the opening kickoff. And we are in our red jerseys today. The junior minors were here ahead of us and already had their sideline claimed and their jerseys on, and it was an easy conversation to figure out which would wear, that we'd end up wearing our red jerseys. I think the reds look a little better than the whites anyway, but personally. Alright, we're finally here. We're finally ready for kickoff. The game 3, the championship game for 14U here at the Las Vegas Pigskin Tournament. CBFA Selects taking on the Vegas Junior Minors. Samuel lining up for the kickoff. And we are away finally in this ball game. Ball towards the near sideline. Junior Minors taking it towards the far side. Hash marks and finally brought down. I believe it was number 20, Everett Granke, in on the tackle. Ball getting to the 31-yard line. This will be a first down for the Vegas Junior Minors here to start off this football game. Quarterback lining up in the shotgun, one running back behind him. Two receivers to our defensive right side. Quarterback dropping back into the pocket, scrambling to the far sidelines. Break attacker gets hit out of bounds. I'm not sure who he bounced off of. But he did get forced to bounds near the 40. And actually at the 40. So bring up second down and 1 yard to go for the Junior Minors. Ball snaps, handing off to the running back this time, and the running back brought down in the backfield. Number 61, Seth Jeffries, in on the tackle. Ball back to the 36-yard line. So a loss of 4 yards on the play will make it 3rd and 5. Seth Jeffries making a fair amount of tackles here in the last 2 games and continuing that defensive form. Of course, member of the Colts back home. Quarterback back in the shotgun, taking the snap. Dropping back, throwing it up the middle of the field, and overthrew his intended target by about 7 yards. The ball falls incomplete, so they'll bring up 4th and 5 for the Vegas Junior Minors. Looks like Vegas lining up to punt the ball. Number 5 back in the backfield, waiting for the snap. Some late subs on the far sideline. Ball snapped high. Punter catches it and gets it away. And the ball will settle at the 42-yard line. It'll be a first down for the CBFA Selects here in the first quarter of the U14 Championship. Probably hear the fans in the game behind us with those loud horns. There's a few teams that have those. CBFA Selects lining up under center. Quarterback Ethan Renault, a member of the Eagles, taking a snap and handing it off to the running back. Number 11, Jonathan Kettle, runs that one up the middle. Kettle getting the ball to the 47-yard line. So to bring up second down with about 5 to go. Renault under center once again. Taking the snap, going for a screen pass on the near side. Pass bobbled by Weston Schmidt and it falls incomplete. So bring up 3rd and 5 for the Selects. I will note to all of our viewers, the time is kind of an irrelevant concept. One of the men in the white hat, the official, knows it. Even our sideline officials don't, as handoff again to number 10, Sam Willie, who takes that one up the far hash marks, kind of between the hash and the numbers, and will pick up enough for a first down. Getting the ball up to the Vegas 40-yard line. I believe it is 10-minute quarters, from what I've been able to roughly guess from our previous 2 games. But yeah, it is kind of a loose 10 minutes. I don't really know what happens for stoppages or anything. Ethan Renault back for the snap, and there is a penalty flag down. And it's going to be procedure. False start called against the offense. So 1st and 15 for the CBFA Selects. Ethan Renault once again lining up under center. That center, Nathan handing it off once again to Jonathan Kettle. Jonathan Kettle taking up the near sideline, up the near numbers, and brought down by a pair of Vegas defenders. Getting the ball deep downfield. Looks to have the ball about the 15-yard line, so 1st and 10 for the CBFA Selects. And Selects again going to the near side. Ball carrier that time. Again, number 11, Jonathan Kettle, member of the Bulldogs. Minimal gain there, and it'll be second down for the CBFA Selects. Ethan Renault under center once again. Taking the snap. Boots out to the far side under pressure. Gets the pass off, caught, touchdown, Selects. Number 82, Nick Potts on the reception for the touchdown. And the CBFA leads 6-0 in the first quarter. We've seen that a few times here this weekend. Ethan Renault with a pass to Nick Potts for the touchdown. Member of the Eagles to member of the Colts, and Sam Willie will kick it through, making it 7-0 for the team from Calgary and area. Samuel lining up for the kickoff once again for the CBFA Selects. Ball kicked off and we go towards the far sideline. Picked up there by a junior minors returner and instantly swarmed by the punt cover team. Sam Proctor in on the tackle. Junior minors get the ball to about the 20-yard line. It looks like it might be at the 19. And so they'll have their second drive of the game coming up. I apologize for the blurry view on our feed. It is a low-budget setup. That's why we have the commentary on this stream. As the ball is snapped and handed off to the junior minors running back, taking up the far numbers, cutting it back towards the hash marks, and we brought down by 3 select defenders. Everett Grenke, one of which making the tackle. I believe alongside Sam Proctor once again. And Vegas does get a first down, getting the ball up to the 32-yard line. Picking up their first down, their first first down of the game. Quarterback back in the shotgun, handing it off once again, and instantly brought down in the backfield by the Selects defense. Toby Okoro in on the tackle for a loss that time. Okoro, a member of the Bulldogs, back home. Ball back at the 28-yard line, second and long for the Vegas junior minors. Ball snaps, quarterback dropping back into the pocket, throwing it towards the far side of the field. Pass is caught by the junior minors, have fumbled. Mateo Bolin ended up picking it up, but the officials, I believe, are saying the receiver was down, which I think was probably not the right call, in my personal opinion. Nonetheless, my opinion doesn't matter as the broadcaster. And the ball will be spotted at the 44-yard line, and it's first down for the Vegas junior minors. Ball snapped and handed off to a slot back coming from the far side, and swarmed in the backfield again by the Selects defense. So it's going to be a loss of 2 on the play. Vegas again lining up in the shotgun, one in the backfield. Motion from the right, faking the sweep, hanging off to the running back, who takes up the far hash marks towards the numbers. And running into a few more Select defenders who force him back after the running back ended up picking up enough yards for a first down. Ball spotted at the 31-yard line. Quarterback alone in the backfield this time, still lining up in the shotgun. 3 to the right, he boots to the right, and we'll run it up the far numbers. A big hit from number 77, Eric Joels, to make the tackle. The quarterback for the junior minors ended up picking up another first down, getting the ball to the 19-yard line. And if you can't tell, our players have joined us on this side of the field, on our players' bench. Quarterback lining up in the shotgun once again, one in the backfield. And we'll hand it off to the running back. Running back number 5, working it towards the near side of the field this time. Missing a tackle. And forced out of bounds by 2 defenders after picking up about 5, maybe 6 yards on the running play. Down in distance is a little harder to see in today's game compared to our first 2, as we have the chains on our sideline for the first game here this weekend.
Hey, defense, let's go! Come on, defense! Hey, get that ball back!
Looks like it's actually going to be about 2nd and 2. Ball snapped, quarterback keeping it, working it toward the middle of the field. Again, 2 more defenders, Eric Joels and Preston Lutchman in on the tackle for the CBFA Selects. Ball spotted at the 8-yard line. It's 1st and goal for the Vegas Junior Miners.
Let's go, defense! Let's go!
Ball snaps, quarterback handing it off to a receiver. Boots it to the far side and will find the end zone for a touchdown for the Vegas Junior Miners. CBFA Selects lead 7-6 with a PAT pending. Might be a rather high-scoring game here this evening in Las Vegas. Our offensive drives are going to be crucial for time management and for scores. Vegas going for 2. Quarterback throwing it towards the back corner of the end zone. And the officials say it is incomplete. And the receiver caught it out of bounds. So it will be CBFA Selects 7, Vegas Junior Miners 6. Of course, lots of football here at the All-American Fields in Vegas over the last couple of days. I think there's about 7 turf fields here. And they're pretty much all being used at every single point in time throughout the day. Vegas lining out for a kickoff. And they go for a short one. And the ball is fielded by Nick Potts at the 40-yard line, so it'll be a first down for the CBFA Selects. Correction, I just spot the ball at the 39-yard line, so somehow after the kickoff we've lost a yard. Bastion Pascal in at Q. Now for the Selects, tossing it off to Tanner Matthews, who's brought down after gaining about 3 yards on the running play. And positive yards nonetheless for the CBFA Selects, and it's going to be 2nd and 7. Quick personnel change from the Selects. Ethan Owen at Q now, as well as Bastion Pascal. Trick play for the Selects, and the ball is handed off to number 82, Nick Potts, who takes up the near sideline. And it's a good yardage gain for the CBFA Selects. They're into the Vegas half of the field at the 27-yard line. So they fake the high snap to Ethan Renault, and it went directly to Bastion Pascal, who ended up handing it off to Nick Potts. Nick Potts taking up the near side. And a timeout was called by the Vegas Junior Miners. I don't think they liked the amount of yards that we were able to pick up on that trick play. Again, hello and welcome to everyone watching back at home. Thank you for your support throughout this tournament. I do see you in the chat, so feel free to chat away as the game goes on. If you have any questions or any comments, I will try to respond. A little bit of motion early on the line. It's going to be called a false start against the CBFA Selects. So we'll go back 5 yards and redo first down coming out of the Vegas timeout. Bastion Pascal under center. Taking the snap and handing it off to number 14, Tanner Matthews. Breaks a tackle, and he'll find the end zone going all the way. It was a little close at the goal line, but Tanner Matthews does get there. 2 offensive drives for the CBFA Selects lead to 2 touchdowns. And it's Tanner Matthews, a member of the Cochrane Lions, with the rushing touchdown. I believe it's a 27-yard rushing touchdown. No, 32-yard rushing touchdown because of the penalty. It's a 17-point game here. Sorry, a 7-point game. No, 8. I can do math. Bad snap. Bastion Pascal ends up being brought down in the backfield, so it'll remain a 7-point game. I can do quick math. 7-point game. CBFA Selects are up. That's the important part here. Oh, that's the wrong button. Here in this championship game is 13-6. I imagine we're getting close to the end of the first quarter. Again, the officials are a little loose on the timing. It's really hard to judge where we are and how much time might be left at any point in time throughout the game. And just like that, as I was talking about not knowing how much time was left in the quarter, the officials say the first quarter is done. And we'll switch sides to make it quarter number 2. CBFA Selects leading 13-6 against the Vegas Junior Miners. Samuele kicking off to the near side of the fields. Fielded by the junior minors, and the return will take it towards the far side, or the middle of the fields. And it'll be brought down by Preston Lutchman after getting the ball to the 17-yard line. This will be first down for the Vegas junior minors. Quarterback lining up in the shotgun, one running back in the backfield, two receivers to the near side. He likes to go to the far side on the screen pass. And it'll be wrapped up on that far sideline after a short gain. Number 24, Malachi Pulshin, in on the tackle. Pulshin, a member of the Stampeders, no gain on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the junior minors. And Vegas junior minors going towards the far sideline. A big hit there. As the ball carrier gets forced out of bounds. Has about 30 yards on the carry and has a first down, ball spot at the 41-yard line. We do have an injured select down on the play. Might have also been a timeout called. So 1st and 10 for the Vegas junior minors. Ball spot at their own 41-yard line. Quarterback back in the shotgun, 3 backs in the backfield. And off number 6 breaking a couple tackles. Being past a couple more selects, and number 22, Holt McKenzie, getting a hand on the ball carrier and will make the tackle. It's a gain of 4 yards on the play. Ball spotted at the 45-yard line. Again, 3 backs in the backfield. Beside and behind the quarterback. Quarterback dropping back, will pass towards the near sideline and overshoots everybody. And it'll be an incomplete pass, making it 3rd and 6 for the junior minors. Again, ball at the 45-yard line. Only one running back in the backfield this time for the junior minors. Quarterback still in the shotgun. Handing it off to his running back, number 1, takes it towards the far side of the fields. And we brought it down by number 60, Toby Okoro. around the 50-yard line, and it might be on the 49. Getting into the Selects half of the field, and it is at the 49, so it'll be a first down for the Vegas Junior Miners. Ball snapped, quarterback looking towards the far side of the field. Receiver stopping up and catching that pass, and will take it to the end zone. However, there is a penalty flag down on the play back near the 44-yard line. So we'll have to wait and see if the touchdown stands. There's Vegas celebrating, and it's going to be roughing the passer against the CBFA Selects, which I think is, I don't know where that call came from. So it will be a touchdown for the Vegas Junior Miners. Touchdown will stand on the passing play up the far sideline. And again, the Vegas Junior Miners going for 2. Ball snapped, quarterback hanging it off. And the Selects defense standing tall and will again deny the 2-point convert attempt for the Junior Miners. So it'll make it a 13-12 ball game in favor of the CBFA Selects here about midway through the second quarter. And I say midway, I am honestly guessing on how much time is left. Of course, Sonny is trying to sit here in Las Vegas. Love seeing all of you in the chat. Big support for our players here this weekend. I agree, great stop by our defense on that extra point. That's 2 for 2 that we have denied. Don't worry, chat, I do see you. And Vegas kicking it off, actually sending that one down the field this time, not going for a short kick. And Jonathan Kittle on the return, getting up the near side of the field, and will be brought down. Ball spotted about the 35-yard line-ish. We'll call it the 35 until, yeah, 35. Took a minute for the official to get the ball down. Ethan in at QB, handing it off. Taking up the far side of the field, he needs to turn, number 11, Jonathan Kettle. And I believe there might be a flag down on the play on the far side. No, I just heard a lot of whistles. It's second down. Jonathan Kettle's run does count. Getting the ball up to the 37-yard line, so a 2-yard gain on the play. And jump on the line, a little bit of a flinch. We'll draw the penalty flags. So 5-yard loss on the play, so it'll set up 2nd and 13 for the CBFA Selects. Ethan now throwing it to the near side of the field. A little awkward and off the hands of Nick Potts, falling incomplete, so bring up 3rd down. And 13 to go. And again, Ethan Renault under center, hanging off to number 11, Jonathan Kettle, taking up the far side. Ball came loose after he was down. I did hear a whistle, so this might be controversial if the referees give the ball to Vegas. And a timeout is called by the CBFA Selects. It does appear that we do have the ball still. Ball spotted at the 45-yard line, and it will be a 1st down for the CBFA Selects. Minute 30 left. Minute 30 left here in the 1st half.
And took this picture, and I feel like it would be great for social media.
Mary wanted to talk about photos. That's what the question was. Nothing bad, just a photo. It was a nice photo. You guys will see it later. We'll post it on our social media. As Ethan Renault is back under center. And the official stopping things. I saw something he didn't like. All right, well, just reset. I don't know what happened there. Again, Ethan Renault under center. We'll attempt this 1st and 10 play once again. Faking the toss, hanging it off to Kettle. Running up the far side of the field. Kettle breaking free and will be brought down after picking up about 19 yards. There is a penalty flag down near the 50. And a phantom hold called by the officials. We have been forewarned that the officials might be a little dicey here this weekend, and boy howdy, that warning was not wrong. So a holding call called against the CBFA Selects. It'll push us back to the 37-yard line. Of course, we are still up by 1. As Ethan Renault under center. Going on 2, faking the toss and handing it off to number 10, Samuel. He takes up the near side and does have enough for a 1st down. And a timeout will be called by Greg Peterson, the head coach of the CBFA Selects. Of course, we are inside. I'm assuming we're getting close to being inside the final minute of the 1st half. So head coach trying to use those timeouts wisely and allow us to get down the field. Maybe put up another score before halftime. Coach, we've got Tomlin here with us. He's a member of our Colts coaching staff. What are you liking so far this game?
I tell you, the guys are coming out. They're firing hard. The offensive line's got a tremendous push. Yeah, it's great to see. Guys are flying around, and it's going to be a heck of a second half, Coach.
Gotta love the analysis from our coach, who's not coaching here this weekend, watching one of his boys play. As Ethan Renault under center. And faking the high toss to Sam Willie, throwing it deep downfield. And just narrowly overshooting Weston Schmidt on the passing play. Will bring up 2nd and 10 for the CBFA Selects. It looks good. It looks good, but falling incomplete. That would have been a really big score if they were able to convert on that one. Ball spotted a yard ahead of where it should be. Late here in the first half, Ethan Renault lining up under center. Handing it off to Jonathan Kettle, who brought down after a gain of a yard. Will bring up 3rd and 9 for the Selects. That's weird. There's actually 2 officials in white hats. I just noticed. Usually there's only 1. Who knows what's happening here in Vegas? Actually, there's 3. I don't even know what's happening anymore. Ethan Renault lining up, taking off to the near side, throwing it down the near sideline. Bit of a hold. And a late flank coming out from one of the officials as that ball fell incomplete. Not sure. Assuming that might have been, actually there's a pair of flags down. One in the backfield, one deep down the fields. So they're going to call an illegal man downfield against the CBFA Selects, and a holding called against the junior minors. Those penalties will offset, and we will redo 3rd down. Of course, in the American style of rules, the offensive line, actually even in our rules, the offensive line has to be within a box on a passing play before the ball is passed downfield. Actually, they're calling pass interference against the defense. Regardless, we'll redo 3rd down. Still late here in the first half. I'm assuming we're within the final few seconds. We might get 1, maybe 2 more plays here before we go to halftime. Ball snapped at the Renault, throwing it to the far side. And pass falling incomplete through the hands of the receiver, and it'll bring up 4th down. Bastion Pascal getting subbed in. I believe Jonathan Kettle came off. So we have 2 Qs in on this play once again. And it looks like we're going for it on 4th down. Bastion Pascal under center, Ethan Renault in the backfield. Ball snapped. Pascal handing it off to Renault, and Renault brought down in the backfield. Some flags on the play as the Vegas Junior Miners ended up getting down into the backfield. Those 2 flags came out at different times, so they will be 2 different penalties unless one ref was just a lot slower on that thought process. But I do believe it was 2 different penalty calls. And it is halftime. So I don't know what those penalties were for, but I guess it doesn't matter. It is halftime here in Las Vegas. CBFA Selects leading the Vegas Junior Miners by a score of 13-12, and we'll be back in a few moments' time. Hello and welcome back to quarter number 3. Chris, hope you enjoyed that view from lineman number 58, Liam Sterling. Getting right up in the grill of the camera. CBFA Selects will be returning the opening kickoff to start the half. Something I haven't seen before is the opposition team doing warm-up coming out of halftime. I mean, I guess you need to when you spend the entire half sitting on your butt, but whatever. If it helps them, it helps them, even though we don't want it to help them. It just seems a little weird. Just about underway for the kickoff here to start the third quarter. Vegas Junior Miners will kick off to the CBFA Selects. And they send that one down the field, so it's caught and returned right down pretty much in front of us by number, I believe it's 35, Preston Lutchman on the return. Basher and Pascal in at Q for the Selects. Lining up under center, and he'll hand it off to number 12, Lascelles Brown. Lascelles Brown taking it towards the middle of the field, kind of towards the other side hash marks, the far side hash marks. We brought it down at the 46-yard line, so has a gain of about 8 yards to make it 2nd and 2. Basher and Pascal lining up under center once again. Quarterback from the Stampeders back home, hanging off to Lascelles Brown. Lascelles Brown taking it up and will be brought down on a very late penalty flag. After Brown ends up picking up a first down. I have to see what these penalty flags are for. From all the extracurriculars after the play, I'm not sure if it was in our camera shot or not. It was kind of back where we and initially started in our backfields. So technical fouls called on both parties that are involved in that fight, and both players have been tossed from the game. I said both thrown out.
So no.
That's what you said.
Because he walked off, but Peterson was saying you're not out of the game.
No, I think that's what the ref just said.
I don't even know what they know what they're doing.
Hoppy, was he just tossed? No. Oh yeah, correction, they were not tossed.
You listen to the ref.
No.
I thought it was rules analysis. That's lying.
I mean, we could invite Tim in to explain rules. Tim, how much American rules do you know? Of course, Tim, one of our officials here with us from the CBFA Selects, Tim and Rich, been a big hand for the team leading up to the tournament and have been a big help for the team here in Vegas.
Thanks for the shout out, Cole. And to the viewers back in Calgary, hope the weather's doing well. We'll be back tomorrow. Have a good night.
Can't say have a good night yet. We're still in the middle of the third quarter, Tim.
Whoa.
Dang, Winnipeggers.
Oh yeah, I had 2 hours ahead then.
All right, so after the kerfuffle and the extracurriculars and me not having any idea what's happening in American football,
Penalty was just on them. The coach. No.
oh, so I can confirm that both players were tossed. Sebastian Pascal taking the snap and a little scramble. Pascal, I think, will have about a yard on the play. So one player on each side was tossed in the kerfuffle. I'll provide the player some dignity and not reveal the number. As Ethan Renault in at QB. Under center, taking the snap and handing it off to Tanner Matthews. Running back from the Lions, charging forward, will be brought down after about a 4-yard gain. It'll bring up third down for the CBFA Selects. This Vegas team getting rather physical after the whistles. So don't be surprised if we start seeing penalty flags.
First down, 32.
Not correction, it is a first down. No, third down. Third down. Tim's feeding me false information. They're down at the 32-yard line for the CBFA Selects. Again, as I was saying, I would not be surprised if we saw more penalty flags start to fly here in the second half. Renault taking the snap, handing it off. Tanner Matthews wrapped up in a hurry by that junior minor defense. And Tanner Matthews did have a first down, or did manage to pick up enough yards for a first down on that carry. And for all the fans watching back home who think our officiating might be one-sided in Calgary, I can tell you for a fact it is not. Not like what we're seeing down here. Ethan Renault scrambling in the backfield, taking off to the far side. Will brace for a hit and will be tackled out of bounds. So if any of you are returning next year, please do not complain to our officials, because the officiating down here, boy howdy. Second down for the CBFA Selects from after that run from Ethan Renault. Ball spot at the 21-yard line. And off to Tanner Matthews, breaking a tackle, taking it to the near sideline, and scores Tanner Matthews from the Cochrane Lions. Another touchdown here today for the CBFA Selects. As I hit the wrong button, it's 19-12 for the Selects with the PAT pending. And the ball down, and the convert from Sam Willie is good. So there'll be Selects 20 and the Vegas Junior Miners 12 here in the third quarter of the U14 championship game. Not entirely sure how much time is left in the third quarter. Where are the rules down here in this American tournament? You have to provide the ball for your offensive plays, which includes your kickoff. Normally, you know, back home in the CBFA, the league provides the game ball. Actually, it might be the home team providing the game ball. The home team provides the game ball in high school, but CBFA provides the game ball for all of our regular season playoff games. But see, a weird thing is you have to provide your own ball for your drives. Similar to what you'd see in the NFL, and that's how you get the Brady ball situation. As kickoff from the CBFA Selects fielded and returned to about the 12-yard line, 22-yard line-ish. Of course, far side of the field's a little harder. A little harder to tell on the far side. It will be a first down for the Vegas Junior Miners. Ball snapped, handing off to the running back, taking it towards the near side. Hatchmark, a big hit there from the Selects defense. I think there might have been some friendly fire unintentionally during that hit. Adrian Chen and Toby Okoro. And Okoro a little slow to get up, shaken up from that contact between the running back and his teammates. And it's slow to get up at the end of the play. The ball will be put at the 18-yard line. It is a loss of a couple of yards as that tackle from Chen and Okoro was in the backfield. Ball snapped, quarterback tossing it towards the far side of the field. And a missed tackle there from the Selects defense, and a couple more coming in and helping in making that tackle on the receiver on the far side of the field. Helmet does pop off. There's a few defenders in on that tackle. I'm not sure who was there. And it looks like it's going to be another loss of yards for the Vegas Junior Miners. Actually, it might have been a yard. Looks like a yard gain. Ball spotted at the 19-yard line, so rough ballpark 3rd and maybe 11. It was a little bit more handy yesterday when we had, or the first 2 games we had the chains on the opposite sideline, whereas today we have them on our sideline, so it's a little tougher to tell. As the pass thrown from the Junior Miners falling incomplete. No receiver in the immediate vicinity. And I'll bring up 4th down for the Vegas team. And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. Score after 3, the CBFA Selects 20, the Vegas Junior Miners 12. We have another about 10 or so minutes left here in the U14 Championship. Of course, both of these teams winning their semi-final games. Ours was back on Thanksgiving Thursday. The Vegas Junior Miners game was back on Friday morning. We ended up having a call-in game yesterday against Saskatchewan Selects, which did not affect our bracket position at all. We're in the championship game regardless. Of course, with the change of field, the players and coaches are moving towards the side of the field where I am positioned. So I apologize for any foul language there that may be said. Hopefully there is none. As the commentators say in the TV show Ted Lasso, the fruity language. As the ball snaps in front of the far side hash marks for the Vegas Junior Miners, and the receiver does catch it and will have enough yards for the 1st down, breaking a few tackles. Finally brought down on the far side by number 44, Clark Tomlin. Junior Miners getting the ball up to the 45-yard line on that 4th and 11 play. Ball down, or snaps, and quarterback going for another screen pass on the far side of the field. They seem to like that quick hitter on that far side. Another complete pass. They will gain some more yards to bring up 2nd down. Looks like it's going to be a gain of about 3, maybe 4 yards. I'll call it 4, so 2nd and 6 coming out for the Junior Miners. And a flag in the backfield from one of our, I believe, 3 head officials. And it's a penalty called against the Junior Miners. So celebratory cheer from the Selects defense. So 2nd and 11. Ball snapped, quarterback dropping back into the pocket, throwing towards the near side. Under pressure, the receiver in double coverage, managing to come up with the football. And brought down by the Selects defenders at the 30-yard line shortly after catching the ball. And it'll be a 1st down for the Vegas Junior Miners. The catch that ball will be spotted at the 28-yard line. Again, the field positioning a little dicey. Ball snap, quarterback dropping back in the pocket, throwing towards the far side of the field. And a bit of a shoulder tug there. When missed by the officials, and the ball falling incomplete, so to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Junior Miners, and a very late penalty flag was thrown in the middle where the lines are. So I believe someone might have said something, but I don't know whom. So the ball did move back, I believe. Looks like the penalty was against the junior minors. Not sure what the penalty was for. Officials don't really give a penalty signal as the junior minors hand the ball off up the middle to number 25, and a few selects in on the tackle, including number 51 and 67. 67 Camilo Evangelista and 51 Harrison Chapman, and a late penalty flag, I think, for a late hit from the selects, which, like I've been saying, the officiating is a little dicey. We've seen a lot of late hits from the junior minors. And then when we finally make a tackle at the whistle, it gets called. How much time left? We have no idea. It is a loose time, roughly 10-minute quarters. Ball snapped, working towards the near side, and the quarterback, or the running back for the junior minors, will take it into the end zone. There is a penalty flag down near the 5-yard line, so we'll have to wait and see if the touchdown stands. Tim, get down. No, not. So I believe it was a holding penalty called against the offense. So no touchdown for the Vegas junior minors. Looks like it was after yards gain, so first down. Pass towards the end zone. And it falls incomplete off the hands of the receiver in the end zone. And it'll be second down for the junior minors. Looks to be about the 15-ish yard line. Quarterback back in the shotgun, no running backs in the backfield. Dropping back into the pocket, avoiding a couple tackles. And quarterback will be met by number 25, Adrian Chen, and will be brought down. And bring up third down for the junior minors. And a timeout called by Vegas. As we are getting close to the end of the fourth quarter, being the reason why the timeout was called. Was that timeout called by the Vegas junior minors? Vegas starting up in the shotgun. Ball snapped back to quarterback, dropping back into the pocket, throwing it, and pass batted down by number 44, Clark Tomlin. Another member of the Colts back home. Colts have the most representation here on the strip for the CBFA Selects this year. I believe it's bringing up 4th down for the Vegas Junior Miners. Ball snapped, quarterback dropping back into the pocket, quickly throwing towards the end zone. Traffic in the end zone, the pass falling incomplete. A few players running into each other. And now it'll bring up 4th down for the Junior Miners. I think they got a freebie on that 2nd down play. So it's I'll call it 5th and 10 for the Junior Miners for our broadcast back home. A lot of cheering behind us over at the other 2 fields. Once again, lots of action going on here, all sorts of different age groups. We're one of the very few U14 or 14U teams competing here this weekend. Vegas lining up in the shotgun once again. No backs in the backfield, 3 to the left. Quarterback dropping back in the pocket, looking left, throwing towards the end zone once again. Finding his receiver. And it's incomplete. Receiver catching the ball out of bounds. The Vegas coaching staff furious on that far sideline. The receiver for Vegas looking absolutely dejected, and a flag coming down. Coaches from Vegas on the field. Basically seems like both benches have cleared at this point in time. CBFA Selects, we're trying to get their offense back on the field. Looks like some of the Vegas coaches are trying to peel their players back as their players are trying to fight the Selects. We saw this a bit in the game before us, that's why we're a little delayed. These Vegas and American teams were a little hot-headed. One of the Vegas coaches walking across the field and actually handshaking Steve Kemp and Grant Stefanowski, a couple of our coaches. America.
That might be the game.
The absolute chaos of.
I think we might have game wrestle walk and no balls out.
I have no idea what's happening. The game might be called. We might be on offense.
I think that's it.
Dan, is that it? That's it. CBFA Selects 20. The Vegas Junior Miners 12. And once again, we do not get a complete game while we play American teams. The only team we got a complete game against was Saskatchewan of all teams.
Perfect.
Following the fights, the game is done.
That's what I thought, because I walked over there was 3, and then it just stayed on that.
So the CBFA Selects will be 14U champions. Coming down to America and defeating the Americans. And thank you to everyone for tuning in to our game here this evening and throughout the entirety of the tournament. And on behalf of our players, our coaching staff, and the CBFA, we bid you a good night.